Disappointed. All right, everyone, welcome back to American Blues Podcast. Let's talk about Chelsea, Crystal Palace 1-1 draw. Man, look, the game just finished. Immediate reaction is going to be very disappointed. We had more than enough chances to win this game, more than enough, and then we just didn't take him. It was a combination of us not finishing chances, Dean Henderson making some crazy good saves, and then a wonder goal by Eze, but we knew he had that in him, so that's not a big surprise. I think overall, if we could just move past the disappointment real quick, I actually think we played really well during certain portions of the game, and then second half fell off. But let's start by talking about the starting lineup. I thought it was perfect. Every player was there, except for I still don't like Sanchez in goal. But again, I have to be fair. He has not made any crazy errors so far this season yet. It's only been 2 Premier League games, but so far this season, he has not given up a goal purely because of his passing error. So fine. And then he did have several good saves today. So we did not tie this game because of Sanchez. But number one, I thought starting lineup, fantastic. It was every player where I wanted them to be. And honestly, first half, I thought we were fantastic. We were really good at controlling the game. We attacked with pace. We were moving the ball through defense into midfield and attacked really well. Our counter was really good. Our pressing was good. It was just our finishing, which, some of those chances fell down to Madueke. On a better day, he would have scored them. We would have easily been 2-3 nil up in front. But, that's what you get with like a very young team is sometimes you're going to get inconsistent results. And it's part of the game. But at least, we had one incredible counter that was started by Enzo out to Madueke, who beat his man. And then immediately we were 4-on-2. Like the amount of pace we have between Madueke, even Palmer, Jackson, Pedro Neto is scary. So that was really good to see. Madueke passed out to Palmer, who of course got his assist. Jackson, easy tap in, goal. And from then on, I thought we were doing well. We had control of the game. We finished the first half strong. Again, a couple more chances, but I didn't really feel like a game where we had to score another goal at that point, just to feel safe. But lo and behold, second half started. And you could tell, I think several key things happened in the second half, which was number one, we started to lose our 1v1 strength. Like we just weren't attacking the wings very well. Pedro Neto didn't really take on his man all that much. I think he maybe had like 1 or 2 crosses in. And then same thing on the other side, Madueke, much better, but still less effective in 1v1s. And when that happened, Palmer started to drop really deep, like all the way back to almost defense, further back than either Enzo or Caicedo to get the ball and progressive forward. And that's when you could tell, we're in a little bit of trouble, because if we need Cole Palmer back where the sixes are, that's not necessarily his best position. I understand Palmer has free roam around the pitch. His job is to find space and do whatever is needed during that phase of play to help out. And so in that sense, I understand, because some of Enzo's passing today was just horrendously bad in terms of progressing the ball forward. But yeah, it's just unfortunately, if Palmer's not in that like right sided 8 position where he's the most effective, it's just a waste of our best player by far. And then of course, second half, that crazy goal by Eze. What an incredible strike. And honestly, I can't even blame the defense all that much. We cleared the ball, and then we got to the second ball and the third ball, and we blocked those. And it was off the fourth ball when every defender was basically pulled out of position. Every midfielder was used to block that last shot. That's when Eze was kind of free at the top of the box and hit a crazy, top right goal. Unstoppable. It's fine. Goals like that will happen. I don't think there's anything differently we could have done apart from maybe clear the ball even further out. Maybe that's all I can really think of on that one. Yeah. And then after that, we made some substitutions. Unfortunately, Gusto got injured. Thankfully, it's international break, and it happened while he wasn't moving that fast. So I'm hoping it's a very mild hamstring, but even mild hamstrings, he's out for minimum 4 weeks. minimum. And that's a tough injury to come back from, but at least it coincides with international break and Reece James is coming back. So not the end of the world. And then what I didn't want to see was Disasi coming on right back. We would have been absolutely torched on that right side if he had come on. So I understood the changes. Caicedo moved out to the right. Enzo had to come back in the middle. João Felix had to come to the middle, which means we had to put Mudryk on. Fine, so be it. Mudryk actually semi-contributed on that left wing for once today. He did have several, maybe at least like 2 decent runs and at least 1 not horrendous cross. So he didn't have the worst game. He was semi-okay. Yeah, and then after that, the game just kind of like slowly died from there. We had several good opportunities at the end. Mainly one fell to Nkunku on the right side, where he kind of took it to the byline, took it a little bit too far, and then ended up doing nothing with it. And of course, the big miss at the end was by Jackson, 1-on-1 with the goalie. What can you say? I mean, look, he got his goal, so you can't really blame him. But this is Jackson, he's gonna score some chances, and he's going to miss some other chances that he really should be scoring. So I know a lot of fans are going to get on the club for not getting someone more clinical. Osman, I think it's hard to blame the guy when he already scored the goal. And the game was overall pretty effective, tracking back at running. He's going to miss one-on-ones. It's Jackson. It's just him. If he could fix that part of the game, he'll be fantastic. But, at this point, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. And honestly, I don't think we can blame tying this game on Jackson missing that one shot, because we had so many other shots off of set pieces, corners. Colwell at the end of the second half off of a great free kick by Palmer. Like, the ball was at his feet with a nearly open net and he skied it. So we had plenty of chances. We had chances. We just didn't take them. And games like that are going to happen. This isn't a team that's ready to win the league. But absolutely, we are a team that's ready for top 4. And so dropping 2 points early on in the season, fine. It's still early. But going forward, things like this cannot happen. Like, we need to start finishing our chances. And that's probably the biggest takeaway from this game, is that we had the control. We had everything going our way. We were at home, and we just couldn't finish. And then lastly, the refereeing. My goodness, the refereeing was horrendous today. I thought Anthony Taylor was one of the worst, but this guy is starting to go up there. Number one, calling fouls, giving Neto a straight yellow for his first challenge when the guy Mateta or whatever his name is on Crystal Palace made like 3-4 challenges in the first half and got away with all of them. And then Hughes, man, he is so lucky for not getting a second yellow, which would have led to a red card in the second half when he pulled down Palmer. Like, that was a clear second yellow. I have no clue why he didn't call it. And you could tell, like, Crystal Palace knew immediately how lucky they got, because he got immediately subbed off afterwards. Just not having a good game. Ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous decision to not give a second yellow for that one. It's unbelievable. Again, it's not really the referee's fault that we tied the game. But again, would a red card for Crystal Palace have changed the game? Absolutely. Red cards always change games. So, yeah, I think the important thing is to not get too over dramatic over this tie. Yes, it's 2 lost points. Yes, that's always disappointing. Yes, we should have finished our chances, blah, blah, blah. But overall, we do look good. We look better than we have in a really long time against a very low block team like Crystal Palace. This is a team that, last season or season before, we were created no chances, just no chances. And today we were at least creating chances, especially that first half. Good combination, moving the ball quick, good one-on-ones. It's just on a different day, if we had been a little bit more clinical, we could have easily won this game like 3-4 to 1. So, I'm not going to make too much of it. It is disappointing dropping points right before an international break, but I do think that everybody just needs to stay positive, especially the fans, the team. We'll get better. I truly believe that we will get better, and that I'm seeing a lot of the positives that I've been wanting to see for multiple seasons now. So, international break time. See you guys after the next game. Peace.